Hi, this is Van Lem. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been there before. So I'm Van Lem, I'm an artist. I've been on and off all my life, and these days I decided I wanted to do a YouTube channel to share my experience. I've been posting online for years and this is the new step I wanted to take. So here I am sharing a video process from Procreate on iPad. I recorded on a drawing I made last week. I just discovered this feature actually. I didn't know you could screen record on your iPad, so that's super cool. And I'm gonna figure out what to put in the background in the next video, so it's not just a random black background. But what's cool with this thing is that I'm learning every time. So my audio should be better this time than it was last time. So that's already a win in my book. So this drawing, it was simply because I wanted to draw a new profile picture for my Instagram. The one I had was, I don't know, I just got bored of it, I guess. I wanted another one, but I still wanted it to be stylized. So it is me when I have my natural wavy curvy hair. Not curvy, curvy hair, curly hair. Yeah, that's it. And on this drawing, I didn't really think beforehand. I just saw a picture I had, a selfie I took, and I was like, hey, I'm cute on that one. I'm gonna try to draw myself. And as any digital artist, you either draw yourself way better looking than you are, or as some kind of troll. So I decided to go with the better looking version. So I'm trying to make myself very cute. So I didn't really plan what I was gonna do. Like, I just saw the picture and I'm like, hey, let's do that. Sometimes when I feel like drawing a portrait, sometimes I don't have a plan. So I just see a reference picture I like and I decide to draw it. So with this picture, well, this drawing, I made, well, I don't know if I would call it a mistake, but something I do sometimes when I just want to practice without pressure. I'll just start drawing and I'll figure out things along the way. So what happens sometimes when I do that, the colors can be dull. Like on that drawing, I struggled to get the colors of the skin to be lively, if you would say. So they're kind of dull, it lacks contrast. Because it looks like I've been shading with gray. It's not exactly what I've done, but I should have used more contrast and went with more colors. But I stayed in the same area too much, which created some dullness that I'm trying to fix right there by playing with the adjustment sliders, which is always good to try to salvage any piece of art. I always do that. But sometimes it becomes kind of a crutch, and then you're just doing that non-stop and praying for the best. Yeah, I'm guilty of that as well. But yeah, it was just a drawing I started and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna record that one because I wanted to have a video ready, because my idea is to have one video a week. So why not record that one? But it comes with the effect, well, some kind of imposter syndrome in my case, and I know I'm not the only one who can relate to that. You know, when you draw in public and you draw something you've drawn 1,000 times, and usually it's fine, like you've drawn that thing so many times, I don't know, a cute cat, a flower, whatever you like to do all in public, and then there's people around and they're looking at what you're doing, and just because you know they're looking, suddenly you've never drawn a flower in your life and it looks kind of bad, and then you're like, damn, did I ever knew how to draw? Who am I kidding? And then you start to feel like a fraud. Who am I kidding? I'm not a real artist. And sometimes those thoughts can spiral and they're not good thoughts and you should chase them away. But they come back from time to time and they try to haunt you. So I had social media version of that when I did that drawing, because I knew I was recording the screen and I knew it was gonna be a video. So suddenly I didn't know how to draw anymore. So I guess I made myself nervous just from knowing I would be sharing that, I would be sharing my process and put myself out there so I could be judged. And I don't like to be judged, but this is what can happen when you decide to go public. So I'm living with the consequences. But I'm also liking the challenge, and it's gonna be it's gonna be good for my growth as an artist. So sometimes when I do portraits, like I was saying, I didn't plan really the color, so I just went along with the process. But I do my usual stuff I like to do. Usually I start by coloring the face, because this is my favorite thing to draw, to color, to render the faces. I love faces. And I usually start by just putting at least some base colors, some basic sculpting of the face. And then when I have at least some base that I like to look at a bit, I will start to put flat colors on stuff around it, like the hair and maybe a background if I decide to make one, or color some clothing. It depends how I feel. Because if it's just a face that I put color on and like I'm rendering it for a while, it feels weird that there's nothing else around. So at least having a bit of something else, I like it better. And I usually like a mix of stylized with a bit of realism. So usually what I do is my first sketch is a bit rough and heavy, I would say. But then as I go along, usually I will blur the layer a bit. I will blur the line art a bit. And sometimes I will also erase some of it. Like since the beginning, especially around like the nose and the mouth, I softened it a lot, so it kind of blends with it. It's not too out of space, because it has to fit the rendering. So if the line art is too cartoony for another kind of rendering, sometimes it looks out of space. Well, some people can make it work, like there's some styles that will do it, but for my current style, I prefer when I try to balance the softness of the line art with the kind of shading I'm going for. So for that one, I felt like to keep the mix between, yes, it's kind of stylized cartoony, but also a bit realistic. I tried to go in the middle. And then for the hair, I decided, hey, you know what? I would like to make it a bit more realistic than just the lines. So sometimes I just like put the basic colors and then I will go on top of it and start to add the fluff. And as you can see, I've been working on that hair a little, but the color is bothering me. I don't know how it's gonna look on your screen, because when I draw on iPad, the colors, they don't show the same as they show on my phone, and then it doesn't show the same as it shows on my TV or computer when I look at it. So I don't know what is real. I have no idea what is real. So I try usually to make sure what I saw on my phone is nice, and I hope that's the most accurate version of it. So we were talking about imposter syndrome earlier. So to me it usually comes when I'm putting myself out there, especially when I'm about to sell something. Like since I started doing commissions and selling stuff online on my Etsy shop and doing conventions, sometimes you're like, do I belong there? And you see all the other people and doing all their stuff and they're amazing, and you're wondering, do I have my space there? But in the end you realize you do, and you don't need to be like the most skilled artist out there or have the biggest following counts to matter. It doesn't matter at all. And I see so many people who are so talented. So of my friends, I tell them all the time how good they are, and they barely have any followers, and it makes no sense. But at the same time, the following game is just it means nothing really, because it's a part of luck, it's a part of understanding the algorithm, which changes all the time, and it pushes us to try to make us pay for ads, which in my case never worked, because I did try them, and when I tried them on IG, nothing really happened. I got a bunch of likes but no followers out of it. And when I tried on Facebook, the craziest thing happened really. I started getting like spam. It seemed like they were fake bots accounts. People were like commenting on my drawings, but it made no sense. I feel like it was fake accounts. So I'm wondering how legit like those ads are, if it's some kind of scam. But I would get DMs, weird DM that looked like spam, and I saw people like trying to flirt with my art. They would comment on the drawings of pretty girls I draw and say things like, "Oh, you are gorgeous, please talk to me," and they would put like a flower in a kiss emoji. So it was just very weird, and they would like talk to themselves in the comments of the picture. So yeah, in my case, it was not worth it to pay for that. So I stopped. So these days, what I do mostly, well, I used to take commissions, but right now my life is too busy to do that actually, and I prefer to focus on things I already have. So that's why these days I'm more about the online shop. I love to have my Etsy, and what I put out there is stuff that I made that I like to make. So it's easier to balance my work-life balance that way, because I'm not taking my free time to make commissions for someone else. My free time is made for what I want to do, and it's made for, well, some art that I do but I want to make. So I prefer it. Before, I loved to do commissions, and in the beginning of me starting to make money with my art, it felt so great, and I was also underselling myself because I didn't want to press myself too high, and then people wouldn't want my art. So yeah, I started like at some low amount, and now it's just not worth my time at that price anymore, because my time is more scarce than ever. Yeah, so now I just prefer to do my cute stickers, and I do a bunch of different stuff that I have on my Etsy shop. If you want to see, I'm gonna put my link below. And that's just very, very, very fun. But yeah, all this, to try that kind of stuff, you have to feel okay with being seen, and the fear of failure is always there, and do I belong there? But there's so many amazing community online of people that have the same dreams as you and goals, and when you're with them and seeing what they do and everybody's encouraging each other, just very motivating to see other people live my dreams. And it makes me feel like I can do it too, because it felt like it was only like the most skilled people, like, you know, the art germs and the Sam does art of this world, who could do anything. And then the more I saw people online, the more I realized that so many people are just doing things, and it's not your skill level that's stopping you, it's just you and your fear of failure. And at the point I am in life right now, I just decided that I will just live with that fear, doesn't matter, and I will push through it. And now I'm just living my best artist life and trying everything I want to do. And it doesn't matter that I'm not the best, because I'm having fun and I'm learning, and it's just never gonna end. I'm gonna do that as long as I want and enjoy it, and I really enjoy it. I hope that everyone that's watching this is motivated to continue their art or craft or whatever project you're working on, because it's always worth it. It's always worth it. I'm gonna make more videos in which I'm gonna talk about pursuing art later in life, like I've done. I'm not 100 years old, but I'm a woman in her early 30s, and I got 2 young kids, and it took me a long time to dare make a bigger jump. It's not even a big jump, because like still have a 9 to 5 now, but just to like decide to, okay, I'm gonna take commission. And then I did that for like 2 years until I wasn't feeling it much anymore. At the end I was just taking one client, only this one, because he was a regular, and I loved drawing his projects, and we became friends, so it was cool to work with him. And then now I pretty much just do my Etsy stuff. Yeah, so it's pretty much the end of that video, and I was just like talking and talking and talking. I would like to know, please let me know in the comments, what kind of audio do you want? Do you want me to explain the process? Do you want me to talk about a subject? Just let me know, because I'm new to this, and I want to do something you'll be interested in seeing, you know? So that was pretty much it. So that was my drawing, and like I've said before, it was not my best drawing, and to be honest, well, I'm not embarrassed, but like it's not my best piece of art, but I decided I was still gonna show it because I want to be truthful, and this is gonna be one of the theme of my channel. I want to be transparent, so I'm gonna be the same way when I'm gonna talk about money and like the feelings of an artist and art block and all those things. Really, this is kind of my art diary, if you want. So I want to share my thoughts with you and experiences, and it's just gonna be interesting. So yeah, please let me know if you prefer a voiceover with me explaining what I'm doing, or if you want me to talk about something in specific, or a mix of both depending what's going on. This one was just like my first video voiceover, so I just wanted to chat, just air my thoughts out for you, and just my practice for the first time. But I want to do a bit of different stuff, and there's gonna be videos like maybe like with a different purpose, like this one is exactly explain how I do eyes or hair or whatever, but like the quick speed paint that are like a drawing that I did for a few hours, like in 15 minutes. I can't really go in details, so it depends what you want. So yeah, that will be all for today. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.